For tonight's delicious meal, we're going to cook a camping stir fry. Starting with well, first you need a jacks, that's the first thing. Otherwise you need a frying pan. And my favourite would be the sesame seed oil. Throw that in there. And then lucky enough I found a chook on the side of the road and I've prepared that. So we can add him. Basically we just want to brown that off. We'll just let him brown for a little while and then we'll come back to him. Okay. So I reckon time just to give him a stir. Don't need him sticking to the pan. And just a few more minutes, we'll be right. Rightio, been browning off for a little while. I reckon it's time to add a few veggies. So tonight we've got Thai veggies, and you can get all different types. It just depends what you can buy or what you're after. And I forgot the knife, so I'm trying to break the bag open, which is seeming a bit impossible. So we finally found a knife. Anyway, we're going to open the veggies and we're just going to pour them in there. Whole bag should be okay, and we'll give him a little bit of a stirring, mix a few veg, and then what I do is I normally put a lid on it just for a little while without letting the gas go out. And then while that's there, we need a few other ingredients. We've got the ABC sweet soy, oyster sauce, any variety you want, but some brands taste a bit better than others. And then the Maggi fish sauce is always the best. And the ingredients I worked out is 5 of the fish sauce, teaspoons that is. And rough enough's good enough. If you put a little bit extra, it doesn't matter, you just throw it in there. Oyster sauce is always fun to try and get out of the bottle. And I worked 5 of the oyster sauce, 5 of the fish sauce. And then we go for the soy sauce. And I worked out for the flavouring I like, and most people, is 7 of the soy sauce. Now, just as a bit of a test there, I was just seeing if you paid attention, because I actually only put 4 of the oyster sauce in, just wondering if you were counting. So we'll just add the 5th one of that now. And then I've made it in a cup, because what I found out is if you add a bit of hot water and you take it to about a half a cup, and the hot water actually helps to dissolve the oyster sauce a little bit, which is quite thick. And by dissolving it with the hot water, you actually get a more even flavour. And then all we're going to do is give it a good stir up. And then we're going to pour it in there like that. And then give it a bit of a stir. Just make sure everything's coated. We'll just let that simmer away for a little while. So just every now and again we just give them a little stir. If your vegetables aren't frozen, then you don't need to do this as long, but I had mine in the freezer, so we sort of need to defrost them a little bit. And I like stirring quite often, just coat everything, get everything coated, everything the same flavour. We'll let him simmer for a little bit longer. Rightio, for the last ingredient, I like using the, I call it wok noodles, but I normally buy the purple bag, but all the shop had was the Singapore style, so tonight we're going to eat in Singapore. And basically, you just add one of these little suckers in there. And I'll try and break it up as it's coming out the bag a little bit, just to try and separate it all. Give it a good stir up. Break your noodles up, try and mix it in a tad. There's plenty of what sauce I'll put in there. There's plenty of that left. So what I do now when I add the noodles is actually don't put the lid back on. And that way, while your noodles are cooking, you're evaporating half of that moisture, because we don't want to be eating soup basically at the end. And we'll just leave him like that for a few minutes and give him another stir. I'm just a little bit fussy. I like to stir it quite often. Just, I like the flavour being right throughout the whole pan. Sort of the more you stir it, the more the noodles break up. Alrighty, it's been simmering around for a little while. Most of the liquid we put in there is all gone. I sort of simmer it till the liquid's gone, or before the vegetables become mush, because we don't like eating mush. And so we can turn him off and eat that, and that's sort of what it looks like. If you can call that edible food, then you're probably doing pretty good for the night. Anyway, let's eat it, and you guys enjoy if you ever make it.